Well, now we've got some good updates. That involves Mr. Xavier Sabb and Quinton Hale. And let's see now. He's got Bama, Oregon, Tennessee, USC. Don't go to Miami. They're tuned to the 80s. USC, they don't care about rivalries. Alabama cares about rivalries. He's got Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Nebraska, Georgia, and Ohio State on that list. Just looking at that, what do you think the likelihood is they goes to Alabama, gentlemen?
I would definitely say there's a good chance. First and foremost, his brother, his older brother, Keon Sabb, which is at Alabama, current starting free safety. So that definitely gives Alabama a good chance, and not to mention that there's a third Sabb in the mix too, 2026 athlete, Amari Sabb. So being able to recruit his brother and the fact that you already got his older brother on campus and you see him having success. I know that Alabama's recruiting him to play wide receiver, and obviously Alabama has a long track record of developing receivers and putting them into the league. So, from everything that I've heard and read, I think that Alabama has a great chance of getting Xavier Sabb. I have seen that it's not a deal breaker if his older brother Amari doesn't go to the same place that he would still consider Alabama. But I know that they're planning to make it to Tuscaloosa in a few weeks for that Eastern Illinois game. So it'll be interesting to see that. But I know that Alabama and Oregon, I think they're the two biggest players in this conversation for that.
Oh, we're looking at these big plays that Mr. Sabb is making, and oh my God, they're astonishing.
Yeah,
Who
looking
does this remind you of exactly when you see Sabb making these top-notch catches? Oof.
That's a good question. I kind of see,
a little
I want to say that he has a more slender frame. I wouldn't say exactly Devontae Smith, but he kind of looks like a mix of like Devontae Smith and kind of like Calvin Ridley, I would say probably. Um, you know, those are two guys that had a lot of success at Alabama. But he's had a lot of success up there. He's a 5 star, so I mean, I guess those two would be the ones I'd say. Just looking at the tape, what jumps off to me.
yeah. Now that Alabama guy, I'm gonna compare him to a guy that's not an Alabama guy. To me, he looks like a bigger Xavier Worthy. Just with speed, stop and go, ability, physicality, and obviously you can see he's got some good football IQ, being able to high point the ball at the highest point and stuff like that. I like Xavier Worthy, like I said, um, just different physical traits and stuff he brings to the table, and then you asked earlier just about where Alabama would stand in his recruiting. I just piggyback just with off of what Brody said. Just the fact that just the fact that his older brother Keon is already on the roster, already established player, established leader on the football team, and just having those family ties. I think that does good in his recruitment. But yeah, kid looks very explosive. Shows a lot of physicality and just looks like a good playmaker. And once Alabama gets their hands on those type of players and stuff like that, the sky's the limit. So really just excited to see where his recruitment takes him.
No doubt. I'm getting pretty. Oh, there we go. We're gonna see some special teams magic. There we go. Oh, he's running. He's running. There we go. It's like you can't catch me now. Oh, we're just getting some early Thanksgiving treats, aren't we, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think he looks a little bit just from a versatility standpoint, athleticism like Jalen Mbakwe. I'm not sure that he's as fast or shifty, but just the being able to play wide receiver and punt returner and several different roles, you kind of see that similarity.
Oh man, it's exciting just looking at it. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, then I saw that he was the #1 athlete in his class, so that's it's no telling where you can put him. You can put him in a multitude of positions. Look like he can kick off return, receiver. Mike can line him up in some of the backfield, some of the misdirection things like that. So his versatility, that's what really pops out to me, honestly.
Oh, he's doing a little bit of everything. Boom. Oh man, he knows how to get them. Like I'm just loving it. He's just making more magic. Oh man, and we've got a Halloween treat. No, it wasn't the Great Pumpkin, of course, but it was Quinton Hale putting Alabama on his list for one of the 9 teams for 2027. Let's go ahead and there we go. There we go. Yeah, you don't want to go to Texas or Texas A&M, good buddy. You want to go to some winners. Alabama's a winner. Oh man. So we'll watch a little bit of highlights of Quinton Hale. And oh, there we go. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, I've got the highlights all right here from 247. Oh, there we go. We're striking while we're hot. Although 247 needs to kind of update it a little bit. So there it is. There it is, folks. Some magic. 63 receptions, 15 touchdowns in his sophomore year.
Yeah, from the things I've read about Hale, I saw that he's the #1 overall rated pass catcher from the state of Los Angeles, California. Just seeing his size and build at 6'3", 190, he already has that ideal size and stuff like that as a sophomore. He's only going to get bigger, so I just think that looks like a good red zone target type of possession receiver, but can do stretch the field and make the man miss. And yeah, he just looks like just a playmaker, ball hawk, really, from receiver standpoint, just all the things he can do.
I'd definitely say, kind of echo the same sentiments. He's a guy that hasn't fully grown, like Travion said. He's only going to continue to grow from here. 6'3", 195. Obviously the top pass catcher in the state of California. Alabama's been on him for a while. I know he's had Alabama on his radar, as well as schools like Oklahoma and USC and several of those other schools that you pointed out on his top schools list. But Alabama's had in the past 2 years, these past 2 recruiting classes, they're looking at size. I mean, you look at bringing in a guy like Isaiah Horton, Derek Meadows, and there's several other guys on the roster currently that kind of have that bigger build. But he's a guy that can definitely stretch the field with his playmaking ability. He's he's a big target. He's definitely going to be a guy that you can target in the red zone. I kind of see him, having a similar skill set and just the way that he runs his routes to Isaiah Horton. I mean, from what I've seen of Horton this year, he's kind of big body, big frame. It kind of makes it look effortless, running his routes, despite the fact that he's 6'3", and he's definitely going to be a red zone threat. I know that Alabama would love to get him on campus. If they can't, for the Oklahoma game, especially try to get him on campus for the spring. And not to mention that Alabama's had some success, dating back to the Saban years of recruiting the state of California. So, I definitely think it'd be interesting if Alabama were to insert itself as one of the top schools, top 2, top 3, heading into the spring for Hale.
Oh, that would be a win for sure.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, it's about time they not saying that they should get California receivers, but you see all the just the success they've had in the defensive back room recruiting the different DBs from the California area. It would be good to have some California bred receivers and stuff like that too. Talented state with a lot of talent in it. So, and he obviously you got the best pass catcher, so that's the top of the top. So why not? Yeah, just really just depends on how quickly he can get on campus and get visited and how his visit goes and things of that nature. But talented kid for sure.
Oh, there we go. I mean, cameraman's a little scared of Hale. I'm thinking, what did Hale ever do to the cameraman? It's like, Quinton Hale did nothing to him. Come on, cameraman, be nice to Quinton Hale. Oh, there you go.
Man, here's a big play waiting to happen. Like you said, you do that as a sophomore, man. You're really doing something special. I mean, you got 9 minutes worth of clips. I think it said, was it 9? I couldn't see it real well. 9 minutes of film as a sophomore. I mean, that's pretty solid. Especially out there, California. There's a lot of talent out there too. So it's not like he's, just facing minor leaguers, I guess you could say, or something like that. He's probably facing guys that can play at the Power 4 level.
Oh, there we go. There he is.
And just his ability to line up inside and outside. You see, they put him outside on the perimeter, then they move him inside. He just like I said, just a mismatch. Obviously, playing. You could tell he playing against older kids probably, and he just still looking like he belongs. Yeah, real impressive. What I see.
Oh, there we go. Here's another one. He's watching his man. Little juke move. Oh, there you go. He's making a man miss. We got some more blocking.
When you see a guy like that can, run these different type of routes, I know that that's something that stands out to Coach Shepard. And just from that last, play in particular, he loves wide receivers that can block. And, if you're able to do that, then you can play for Coach Shep. But, it'd definitely be good to get him on board in that 27 class for sure.
No doubt about it. It would be a huge win for our 2027 recruiting class. If we can get him, it'll just be another addition to our collection of history of top-notch wide receivers in the history of Alabama football. Like, I'm just imagining it already, hearing his name called in the 2030 NFL draft. Man, he's gonna be really happy, and I think he's gonna make a lot of NFL teams happy as well.
Yeah, it really just depends on what he's maxes out at, just from a size standpoint. Is he probably going to grow to? He's 6'3" right now as a sophomore. More than likely, he's probably going to be 6'5". It really just depends on genetics. Obviously, we don't parents and stuff like that, but yeah, he already got the build and skill and all that. So, be interesting to see how he frames out.
There we go. I'm just excited about what these guys bring out, and it's going to be a wild ride for sure.